Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We're back with a 14-year ago flashback as we head to 2010, and we have got this redneck comedy. Damn it, we have got college kids being hunted down by rednecks, but the reality is it's the college kids hunting down the rednecks who have been falsely accused of trying to kill them. The film begins with a reporter and a cameraman being murdered. Before going back in time to the preceding offence, we see a group of college kids: Allison, Chad, Chloe, Chuck, Jason, Taylor, Todd, Mitch, and Mike. All El Generico. We're in West Virginia, born and raised. They meet Tucker and Dale, which has absolutely funny. And we've got Dale. Dale pretty says, "Oh, there's no way I could talk to girls like that." And he goes over with his big Grim Reaper scythe and he creeps them out. He stares and he smiles, "Hey kids," which I thought was pretty funny. But they're pulled over after this by Sheriff Gurr, who warns them of the dangers in the area. Tucker and Dale then arrive at the decrepit cabin, and when they're trying to fix it, they near get killed by a spike that falls out. And it's like, there's all this stuff on. There's all these like newspaper printings on the wall that are really funny. um, about like, all these murders, but it turns out the thing they're interested in was food. And when they get pulled over, Tucker got stuck down with Big Dale, or Dale got stuck down with Tucker, which I thought was funny. But we've got Chad telling a story of the Memorial Day massacre. It was a hillbilly attack which took place over 20 years ago. We'll see what significance that holds later on into the movie. But the college kids go skinny dipping. Tucker and Dale then see Allison, who is startled, hits her head. She then wakes up after they save her from drowning, but the rest of them are like, right, well, you know what? We need to save this. Tucker then cuts in to a beehive, which causes him to get absolutely stung by bees. So he starts running, and this is hilarious, by the way. He's getting chased by all these bees. He's getting stung by all these bees. Mitch is running, trying to save himself because he thinks that Tucker's trying to kill him with the chainsaw. But of course, we know he's not because he gets stung by the bee. And he runs into a broken tree and ends up impaling himself. But after they find Mitch's body, Chad persuades the others that they are in a battle for survival. Tucker and Dale are freaking out, though they didn't actually see this kid die. But Allison is beginning to warm up to these two. She's getting meals, she's playing board games, she's beginning to like them. Absolutely brilliant. But then Allison gets actually knocked out by Dale's shovel during the next attack, which is funny. So yeah, Mike tries to get Tucker. He falls into a wood chipper. Todd accidentally impales himself on his own spear when he's attacking Dale, and there's just blood everywhere, man. Blood everywhere for this. The cops then leave. No, the kids then leave in. The cop, Sheriff Parr, turns up as they're trying to remove the body from the wood chipper, and this was funny. He tries to explain that the college kids he thinks are part of a suicide pact, and they're trying to kill each other. But then these two are like, we can't tell the police this because they'll think we're killing them all. But then that's when Sheriff Gurr arrived with the kids in the back of the car. And as he goes inside, he moves the beam, and the beam that almost killed them earlier comes down with the spikes, gets stuck in his head. He runs into the car. He tries to drive, but it doesn't exactly go according to plan. Chad then reappears. He manages to start shooting at Tucker at Dale. You get this like shootout scene, but they manage to capture one of his dogs, Dale's pet Jangers. But Tucker manages to free him, but in the process of this, they manage to get Tucker, who then Chad then tortures Tucker, and he cuts off two of his fingers, sending them with a message to Dale. Allison, who wasn't really believing any of this at this stage, then starts to believe Dale when these fingers appear out of nowhere. I'm just glad that I'm not hung like a bear, because one of the traps when Dale's trying to rescue Tucker goes off and it goes right in between his legs. Very, very lucky. But the rest of the group think that Allison has got Stockholm syndrome, but it's not exactly like that. It was funny when he comes out, "Oh, they're finger sandwiches," and he's missing his fingers, which I thought was funny. So yeah, essentially Jason and Chloe are outside. They think, right, we're going to save Allison, but as they try and do that, a fire breaks out. Tucker, Dale, and Allison escape, but Naomi, Chloe, and Jason all die. Pretty brutal deaths, getting burned. Absolutely brutal to say the least. They try and drive away here, but Dale's too busy fucking celebrating, and he knocks himself out. Allison is took, and Tucker's lying up against a tree. Yeah, Tucker then tells Dale that he's been taken to an old sawmill, Alison. So at the sawmill, this is where it comes down. He manages to free her. Turns out this is where they find out that Chad's father is actually one of the hillbillies responsible for the massacre 20 years ago and is not one of the victims. But the key thing about this is that the hillbilly raped his mum, who lived, and she was in a psychiatric hospital. So this makes more sense. Chad um, then gets a box of chamomile tea thrown at him, which gives him an asthma attack. He then has a panic attack, falls out the window, and it looks like he's dead. And then the episode pretty much ends. Or the the movie pretty much ends. I mean, it was funny. It's a simple enough plot. There's, it seemed a lot better when I was watching it. When I'm actually reading it out again, I'm like, did that really live up to much? But aye, sure. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I thought it was quite funny. It was. It was good. It was good. Fuck it, I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.